So I want to give you guys an update about my Journey Together pre-order. Some good news. So I have recently just emailed the store that I pre-ordered my booster boxes from. I was able to buy under MSRP, and I was just basically asking when they would be shipped out, if I would receive them on release day, or would they get shipped out on release day because some stores do things differently. Gave them, with my order and just basically wanted to do that to get some confirmation that they weren't going to cancel my pre-order because I did buy under MSRP. And if you look at the price of the booster boxes now, especially how things are going for a lot of stores, cancellations definitely could be on the table. But I emailed the store, they got back to me, and they just told me the date that they were going to ship my order. So this means that 99% chance, because there's always that 1% that maybe something happens, but 99% chance that I'm not going to get canceled on. So that is great because if this store cancels on me at all, or if they just cancel my whole order, I will have zero Journey Together products because on the Pokemon Center release, didn't get a single thing because I wasn't able to check out. And literally every other place, there was no pre-orders available. Literally, I couldn't find a single store. But I just found this one that I ordered from before that had them, and they had them for under MSRP. I tied up my money for, at this point, a little bit over a month, and the investment paid off, just holding up my money. I know pre-orders, I'm not a big fan of doing pre-orders long in advance, but for me, like I've ordered from that store before, they didn't cancel on me, so I'm like, okay, I feel pretty safe buying from them. So I did, and I'm very happy. I decided to make the decision, and it actually went to their website because if I had not done that, I would not have a single booster box pre-ordered. And obviously, for the price I got it at, it's impossible to buy right now. So you can see the price for these Journey Together booster boxes are now $240. If you look at the sales volume, I mean, it's ridiculous. You would think at this point that you would see some pullback for sales because it's $240 on pre-order, which is ridiculous because if you think about it, Surging Sparks booster boxes are around $260, and those have been out for over, I think at this point it's over 4 months now, right? Is it 5 months because it was released in November, right? So that's ridiculous if you think about it that way. And look at the sales volume. Yes, it dropped when initially it climbed from like the 220s to 240s. It did drop, but we've seen a steady incline of sales in just, as of recording this, 100 boxes sold today at 240 for this mid set. Remember how many people were calling this mid, and still there's people calling it mid for this mid set. I'm going to skip it, right guys? It's terrible. I'm going to wait for, the Glory of Team Rocket set, which is Destined Rivals. Remember everybody was saying that? I mean, obviously it was already hard to get at MSRP, so if you didn't want to buy over MSRP, I guess you didn't really have much of a choice. But if you had the chance to buy this at MSRP or below, and you didn't do it because you wanted to wait for the next set, which is such a meme at this point to wait for the next set, you would have missed out on some money. And, you can be fine with that, but this is a perfect example of why I don't listen to people on the internet that, say everything's trash and all, it's not worth it, because when you objectively look at the set, it's pretty good. Maybe it's not the best thing ever, but it's a pretty good set. And for me, I did say back then, though, that I wasn't going to invest very heavily because we did have that Glory of Team Rocket set coming up, but I just bought the amount I could for the set. And I'm very happy I made that decision, and I still bought into it because obviously the prices are super high for these Journey Together booster boxes. Now, for Destined Rivals, the reason why I didn't want to go super heavy into this set was because I wanted to go heavy into Destined Rivals. I don't know how that's going to go for me because I feel like as every set gets progressively more expensive, we went from Surging Sparks to Prismatic and now to Journey Together, and then now we're going to get to Destined Rivals pre-orders. I feel like every time we get to that next set, it's harder and harder to find good prices for products because stores get smarter. Stores don't really put out pre-orders, and if they do put out pre-orders, they're for basically market. It's very hard to find anything cheap now, anything under market for pre-orders, and I feel like for these really good sets, stores are going to pay more attention to the market, and possibly some stores won't even offer it anymore for pre-orders. So I'm a bit worried about Destined Rivals that I won't be able to get them at a decent price because Pokemon Center, when that drops, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get in. If I couldn't even get into the website for Journey Together, I don't know how that's going to happen with Destined Rivals for me. But hey, we'll see. I'll probably still take my chances. Hopefully I get lucky, but we shall see for that. But just to look at some other Journey Together products and how the prices are, Elite Trainer boxes are still 120. They are selling. I will say out of all products to buy at the market price, definitely, like, I wouldn't recommend buying a market price for any of these, but these Elite Trainer boxes are probably one of the worst ones because it's $120 for a normal Elite Trainer box for a main set. Surging Sparks ETBs just hit like $100 not too long ago, and this is at 120. And like I said, they are still selling, but if you're gonna buy any of these Elite Trainer boxes, you can still find them at numerous places for around $85. So don't go on TCG Player to pay these prices. You can find them for cheaper than that. Don't pay 120. Another product that I would not recommend you buying if you're gonna buy any of these is booster bundles. These are $63. We all know booster bundles get pretty heavily reprinted. You know, Surging Sparks is a big indicator of that. Surging Sparks booster bundles, I believe you can buy for around $40 now. So buying at $63, which is the same as like 151 booster bundles and pretty close to Prismatic, is just outrageous. Like, don't buy these. If anything, like, if you're gonna buy any product close to market, I'd buy a booster box. But even booster boxes, I would wait, because it happens with every set release. Doesn't matter how hyped up the market is, prices will go down on release day. I've said it many times, even for a super hyped up set like Prismatic Evolutions. ETBs drop from 150 all the way down to 100 after a couple of weeks. Prices will drop. Same thing with Journey Together. And my recommendation is, if you really want to buy into Journey Together and you're okay with paying over MSRP, I would wait after Journey Together release, because the next following few weeks there will be price drops 100%. Okay, maybe not 100, 99.9%, because there's no way, in my opinion, that at 240 it stays here and goes up. I think it's basically impossible, because especially now we do have a lot of scalpers, the evil people. They will flip people that bought from Pokemon Center, people that bought from various places. They will flip these. The market, I don't know how flooded it will get, but people will sell their pre-orders, and we will have that period. Same thing with Prismatic. First few weeks, prices go down. We'll see fluctuation. People will sell out. There's a bunch of people flooding, and then the next few weeks, after, you know, like a month later, prices will start to stabilize and they'll start to go up. It happened to Prismatic. Same thing's gonna happen to Journey Together. So I just want to give you guys an update on my Journey Together, I guess, pre-order, my investment. It's not as much as, you know, I guess at this point I would like, but I got enough to the point where I'm satisfied, and I'm just happy I got something, because it's literally impossible to buy these at MSRP right now. Every store sells them for market. Yeah, everyone is just, no one's selling these for under market, because why would you? They're selling, and you know, they're selling at, you know, at least 100 plus a day for this price. So none of these stores are selling for under market, because it wouldn't make sense to. You're going to sell it super quick, and then you're going to have nothing to sell. So just wanted to give you guys an update on this. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any Journey Together pre-ordered, how much you have, what you buy, because yeah, I know a lot of people definitely got you know, I guess screwed on this set because they weren't able to get anything on Pokemon Center. And I feel like as we go and continue further into this bull market with the future sets, it'll just get increasingly harder to buy anything. Like I said, I'm just very lucky I even pre-ordered from this one place, because if I didn't, I would have 0 boxes and I wouldn't invest into the set, because I'm not buying a booster box even at $200 for a new release set. I wouldn't pay $200. Like, that's ridiculous in my opinion. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.